to the Sportsman Show. I am your host for number 43 show, season 2. Hopefully you've seen season 1's shows so far on TV. They're still not up on YouTube. I haven't heard anything back from Nutmeg Television, but we're going to keep on trucking along, as hopefully these get to you. If not, they'll be on YouTube or something like that. They'll be on
find another network.
We'll find another network. ESPN's going to hire us easily. They'll see what we can do. Yeah, put us on. Put a couple of local boys from Bristol on the ESPN. Why not?
Why not? We got our 2 guests on the show, and at least they've made it on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. So
now we just wait and see when they actually air it on TV. And I mean, in about five more minutes, that one of our shows will be on.
Yeah, one of our shows. We should actually see what show is actually on.
Yeah,
hopefully.
We'll have to take a look at that while the show goes on. But
yeah, but
anyway, we
anyways.
want to apologize. Well, we tried the other day filming, and unfortunately, we had a mishap with my computer because it decided to do an update, and of course, it happened to a couple updates, and then all of a sudden,
a couple
of phone. Joe's going like this. Where are you? Where's the voice?
Yeah.
And then once we started the show, the Zoom countdown went on. So
we ran out of Zoom time. We ran out of the Zoom.
So
and then we went to Facebook. We have backgrounds and stuff and everything.
We had to do that. We had to try something to. We had to do a quick production meeting. But we had it planned out. So, but the topics are not changing.
No, topics aren't changing. We're gonna get to them soon, and we're pretty much back. So that's our opener.
Yep.
Hopefully,
our
folks are
opener,
liking it.
and we tried it before. And we can tell you right now about the horse racing. Tomorrow's the
horse racing. Yeah.
As you all know, the Kentucky Derby was won by Medina Spirit, but unfortunately, we had some rumbling going on because
I guess he had some kind of cream rubbed on his legs.
Yep, and
it's questionable.
And that became a test positive, and because of that, unfortunately, there were some problems. Bob Baffert is not coming.
Yep, he's claiming he didn't know. He didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, well, this is not the first time that Bob Baffert's gotten the heat for this, apparently, from what I've read.
Yep.
It's been a couple times where he's gotten in trouble. They suspended him from Churchill Downs, and this just in, they said he has been tested. Medina Spirit Concert Tour passed final drug test, cleared to run in the Preakness. So apparently he passed 3 rounds of pre-race drug testing and has been cleared to run on Saturday.
That's good.
Maryland racing officials said Friday that tests on the Kentucky Derby winner and fellow Bob Baffert trained Concert Tour came back with nothing that would cause either to be scratched from the second leg of the Triple Crown. They agreed to rigorous testing and monitoring of his horse as a condition of the entry to the Preakness after Medina Spirit tested positive for the steroid badmethasone in post-derby testing. And they were acknowledging the challenging circumstances that prompted this further need for transparency reflects all above else the principles of integrity, accountability, and safety in our sport are non-negotiable, said Craig Fravel, CEO of One ST Racing, a branding arm of the Stronach Group that owns Pimlico Racecourse. So Medina Spirit could still be disqualified from the Kentucky Derby. So it's not, even if he wins this race, it may not be a guarantee he's gotten the Double Crown yet.
Yeah, it's not a guarantee. But, it's a horse. It's not literally, it's an athlete. You can say a horse is an athlete. It's doing a physical sport. And you want to play fair. You all want
to play by the rules and play by the book.
Yeah. I mean, yes, probably this trainer tries new stuff on his horse that may or may not pop up positive and stuff like that. But, just like an athlete tries different creams and stuff and sometimes an athlete pops positive and stuff like that for a drug test, and he really didn't know what he was taking could get him banned, you know,
Yep.
because there's a ton of new stuff coming out all the time. I mean, it's
New rules, new drugs. What's
yeah,
going to make it worse?
yeah. What well, athletes always strive to get back on the field as quick as possible and get back to their jobs. I understand the athlete trying to take something to get them back into the race or and stuff like that. I mean, I would take medicine to get me myself well and stuff, but I don't get
Right.
drug
But
tested.
this is cream we're talking about. This isn't a drug. This is like
Well,
anti-cold cream.
well, cream and stuff like that actually sets in your skin and absorbs into your blood flow a lot faster than sometimes shots and stuff like that.
Yep.
And it's the same thing. I mean, as long as your skin absorbs it in, it's going to be in your bloodstream and
Correct. But for
everything.
how long does it stay in the system for?
I have no idea on that question on how a horse would be able to take this and stay in his thing. But I mean, so you tried some hand cream. It didn't. It was illegal, and you know, I mean, I'm sure it helped the horse. I'm sure. Okay, the Spirit won that race by a long shot. He won that race. I mean, with or without the cream, I think he would have won the Kentucky Derby. Maybe.
Yep. But now here's the question: if he does win the Preakness, we still haven't heard a test result from the Kentucky Derby. He wins Belmont. You win the Triple Crown. Guess what? You cannot give him the Triple Crown right off the bat, even if he wins a third race, if they're still waiting on the results.
That's true. That's true. But
and that would be hard too, especially if you have to have the rocks, with all the flowers put on the horse. Congratulations, you're the Triple Crown winner. And then, oops, all of a sudden, oh nope, sorry, you were disqualified from Kentucky Derby. We have to take it away from you.
yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad to take. The horse, yeah, likes to run. A horse natural instinct is to run and, you know, become fast and stuff. Horses like to pull stuff. At the Terryville Fair, you see all the horses pulling a whole bunch of weights and stuff at the fair. They actually like doing that stuff. They like testing their strength. I mean, and just because they're running in a race like this,
You're running a race for 2 minutes. Depends on how many you're doing. Like if it's 6 furlongs or 7 furlongs, you're running in under a minute.
yeah, you're running it under a minute, and I think he would have won the Kentucky Derby with or without the cream. He won it a lot. I mean, you can't just go if he gets disqualified and it goes away that he doesn't win the Kentucky Derby. You can't give it to the second place guy.
That's what they're planning on doing if it does.
Oh, they're going to give the crown to the second place guy?
They'll give him to the horse that finished second. Yes, they've already said that.
Who finished so far back that it would have took him 2 turns to get around the course. But
yeah, they said they would say and Mandolin would be the winner if the second round of testing from the Derby also comes back positive. So he's got one more test that it's like a retest.
yeah,
If he tests negative, then guess what? Then Medina Spirit, then we can talk about the Triple Crown. If he doesn't, if they say no, then it'll be 4 years since we had a Triple Crown winner, and we're going to probably have another streak of that again.
okay. I mean,
but we'll see. We will be talking about how the
happens.
Preakness goes next week. But I know we didn't want to spend it too long. But
well, we spent
you don't
5.
you don't really hear much about horse racing when it comes to an illegal substance. You normally hear it in the NFL. Sometimes in Major League Baseball.
Major League Baseball has been scrutinized for illegal substance all its
basketball. you don't hear it. Hockey, you don't hear it.
No. Football?
Football, yes,
Yes,
definitely.
you do.
Yeah, you at
hear it.
least hear it about 4 or 5 times a year about already you're suspended for 4 games because you tested positive for a drug right off the bat.
Yeah.
For, like they say, first offense is 4. I think your second offense is 6. I think your third offense is 1 year. And I think your fourth and beyond is banned.
Yep.
You know, it's like you're giving football players opportunity after opportunity, and then you just can't get off the drugs, or you know, but you really can't talk about it in baseball because it sounds like there's been people who've done it once, but only a couple people have done it twice.
Well, see, in baseball, everybody does it or tries to do it once, either at the end of a contract so they can get a bigger contract.
Yep.
And then even if they get suspended for half of that season, they still earn all that money.
Yep.
I mean, in baseball, it is still a risk, but the reward is great. I mean, you still get a $230 million contract. Yeah, okay, I got suspended for half a season, and I get a guaranteed $236 million. I'm taking the drug. You know what I'm saying, Coachy?
Yes, I do.
It's that simple. It is that simple. I mean, it's all about the money.
Naturally.
I mean, football is a little bit different because you can be cut and you can lose your salary and stuff like that.
Baseball, they don't really do that, but
baseball
still needs that salary cap, though.
Yeah, you still have the salary cap, but you don't lose any of your salary.
No, I don't.
100%
well, see, the problem is, remember, Joe, at the end of the season, remember, Major League Baseball has some trouble coming up.
Yeah, I know. I don't think the union's going to budge on contracts being 100% guaranteed. No. I don't think baseball is going to ever budge on that.
No, but you don't want baseball to be locked out or go on strike.
No, you don't want that because
if it hurts baseball this time, a lot more fans are going to lose the interest.
That's true.
It's not the first go around. They let bygones be bygones in baseball, but I don't know if they're going to come back if this happens a second time.
Well, right now in baseball, there's not a lot of stars that you could get behind, like when they went back on strike. After the strike, they had Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa to hang there, doing the home run challenge.
Yeah.
That saves baseball.
And then, of course, they were trying to test them to see how much drugs they had in their system.
Well, they tested them way after they actually made the season and everything, and baseball was good again. Then they put blame on them, which they shouldn't have because they saved baseball. I mean, without the Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire home run race, baseball would have been totally lost.
Yeah, well, Ken Griffey Jr. was there too for a little bit.
Yeah, Ken Griffey was, but
and then of course Barry Bonds, you didn't hear the end of it with him.
No, yeah, that lasted a lot longer than it was, but without those players, baseball would have really gone into the crapper. And if baseball goes on strike this time, they don't really have the star power or the marketability.
No. And some teams may lose their teams this time too.
Yeah.
It's going to make an effect because not only that, Joe, you got to remember the other sport, football, has been very fortunate. They have not gone on strike despite they almost did the last couple times, but it never reached at that point.
Nope.
Hockey did have a lockout. It wasn't a strike. You can't call it a strike. A lockout and strike are two different things.
Yeah.
The lockout is when the owners lock out the players. And I remember very well in 2005 after the Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup. Unfortunately, they couldn't get a deal done, lost a whole season. Yeah. And it almost happened a few years later. And then, of course, now we're good until 2024. So, happy for that. And I guess the NBA is okay for a little while too, I think, correct?
Yes, the NBA is good for a
Okay.
couple more years.
All right, so it's
But
baseball now that has to be worked on.
it's baseball's, it's the players union. Baseball has the strongest union of all four major sports.
Correct.
It demands the most, and it wants the most. I mean, I don't know how the owners are gonna really strike another deal or anything than other than the same deal that they have.
Yep.
Because if you've been enjoying this kind of baseball all your life as a player, you're not going to want to give it up.
Nope.
You're not going to want to give up guaranteed contracts, guaranteed pensions after a season and stuff like that. There's no way you're giving that stuff up. So it may be a real mess at the end of the season, and baseball may be in trouble.
I think they're going to start pushing the panic button. I think what they're going to need to do is they're going to have to, for the All-Star break, they need to get into some negotiations and find out where they stand at that point.
Yeah.
And then after that, after July, after the playoffs are going, if I remember correctly, the baseball agreement expires on, I think it's sometime in December. If they don't get it done, then, oh boy, what are you going to do with they won't be talking about who's signing where in winter meetings. We're going to be worried about, you can't go anywhere. You're stuck home.
Yeah.
So that's where we go with that at this point. So, but we'll see. It's only May 14th, so let baseball enjoy what they have right now.
Yeah, let the half-empty stadiums filled with fans enjoy some stuff.
Yes, well, some of the stadiums are at least getting some capacity back. So
yeah, and it should be halfway full in a couple weeks and stuff like that, and then maybe at the end of the season fully full.
Yeah, well, it all depends. Remember, the Port Toronto. Well, I'll get to that later when I get to my hockey part because something came down in that today.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
But I will not do. I already did my thing last week about that, so I'm saving that for later. So, and I promised I would not do it right now.
All right. So that's baseball.
All right, we need to talk about the NFL draft because we did not discuss about it last week. So this is the opportunity now before we talk about the NFL schedules.
Yeah, the NFL draft went as pretty much predicted. Jacksonville selecting a quarterback, Jets selecting a quarterback, then the Atlanta Falcons selecting the tight end, and the Patriots selecting a quarterback, Mac Jones.
Well, that's because it fell in their lap.
I think it did. I think they wanted the Hester guy that Chicago got, but they're pretty happy with Mac Jones.
So am I. I think this is a player. This is why, for now, Cam Newton's your starting quarterback.
Yeah, he is. He is. Well, I wouldn't throw Mac Jones out there.
No, not
unless you're having a losing season
or injury.
I wouldn't throw Mac Jones out there for this year.
Then Mac Jones is going to get his chance.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see him coming to play until maybe week 13 or 14 if something really goes wrong.
Yeah. I still say Cam Newton's the starter. Cam Newton will play out the season, and Mac Jones hopefully learns from Cam Newton.
Him improve. He's got better weapons now.
He's got way better weapons now. I mean, he's almost got the same talent he had in Carolina when he had the 15-1 season.
Right.
And he went to the Super Bowl.
I get it when he had a bad season. He didn't really have a whole lot of receivers. I mean, Edelman was his only real one who had experience.
And he had injury. Edelman's gone.
Yep, now retired.
Yep. But
But now with the upgrade, he better show something now. This is his opportunity.
Yeah, it is his opportunity. Um, but I, I would ease Mac Jones into the NFL. I wouldn't just throw him in there.
Yeah, no. The only way he's getting in there is if Cam Newton gets hurt, concussion, or no,
Or the team's going real bad.
Again, you never know. He could be zonked.
Yeah, he could be. Hopefully he's getting his shots or something like that.
Yeah, well, hopefully everybody did.
Yeah, hopefully they should. I mean, they should go to the NFL training camps and shoot these guys.
Well, remember, some teams are not going to be doing mini camps. They're going to be doing it on their own again just to start it. But maybe by training camp, when we're almost back to normal, then I think it's going to be a lot better. And I think you're going to see a lot of good things happen around. And remember, the preseason is only 3 games and not 4.
Yeah, preseason. We'll talk about the NFL schedule in a little bit.
Yeah, in about a couple minutes, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Overall, with the drafting, not too crazy, not too many trades going on and off.
No.
Of course, we had to love the commissioner wearing his "I'm COVID-19 vaccinated" wonderful button on his jacket.
Yep. Well, he did it outside. It was a nice setup for the for the kids, for the college guys to go up there on stage this year, actually accept their jersey, stuff like that.
Yeah, much better atmosphere, unlike the WNBA, where of course they did it virtual again.
Yep.
And I don't know if I believe the NHL and NBA, are going to probably do it live instead of doing virtual. I think by then it should be better.
Yeah, it should be live. It should be, maybe the NBA or NHL will do outside.
Yeah. I think the NHL is supposed to be doing it in Montreal. That might get moved, but I'll tell you more about that coming soon because, like I said, there was a report that came out today, but I'm not going to say it. And where does it leave with the NFL other players? Well, we wish you the best of luck. And there are some players, Joe, that are already signing contracts, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah.
There's already a few
second round. Yep. There's a lot of kids getting signed. I mean,
which is good. If you sign yourself right away, then you are good to go for training camp and everything else, and you don't have to hold out.
Yeah, it's nice to get signed. I mean, the first round guys are getting life-changing money. I mean, totally life-changing money. I mean, hopefully they go into the NFL programs and stuff like that to learn how to spend their money, how to manage their money and stuff like that.
We had this year, there was no NFL combine because we weren't ready for fully vaccinations, and they were afraid they were going to get zonked. But
yeah, well, you didn't see guys run the 40 in 4 seconds, or some quarterbacks throw some deep balls.
Yeah, or you can have someone like DK Metcalf might be going to the Olympics. The rate he's going right now, 100-meter dash. Holy cow!
Yeah, he's got some speed.
That's 9.6 in 100 meters. Crud. A high school person can't even do. I think the average for a high school student is about 11 because of because I see the track meets, so they can sprint down there. But I was impressed when I heard 9.6.
Yeah, that's impressive for 100 meters.
And to play on the Seattle Seahawks. But just remember, hopefully, I don't see Seattle having a problem if he goes to the Olympics. He'll only be there for a week.
Yeah.
He isn't going to spend time in the village. And, the Seahawks will tell him, just play it smart, play it cool, don't do anything stupid, don't get yourself zonked.
Yeah. I mean, if he wants, that's not as fast as Usain Bolt in 100 meters.
That's good enough speed. You can win a medal. Not gold, but definitely a medal.
Definitely a medal. Yeah. I mean, football athletes are fully in condition athletes. I mean, I would say the football athlete is almost better than the basketball athlete.
Yes. Yup,
Almost
because
better.
football, they stay conditioned. In basketball, forget it. When the season's over, you think they're really going to go out there and go for a run, or they're really going to go out there and play street ball? I don't think so.
Well, the top players in the NBA, like the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, the Steph Curry's, they actually do run and work on their bodies totally year round, and they put in the time. I mean, you can see
Agreed. I agree.
the athletic ability of LeBron James is off the charts. So is Zion Williams. You can see that kid. His vertical is out of this world. I mean,
Yup.
they showed him doing the vertical jump with trying to hit the tags. I mean, they had like 6 chairs stacked up on top of each other, plus that, and he was still tagging the thing fully above it. I mean, that's just an insane jumping ability. That's insane. That's like stacking me and you on top of each other and having him jump over us. That's how high he jumps. So no doubt that professional athletes could actually do Olympic sports if they wanted to. So they're professionally trained and athletically gifted to do these things. I mean, a lot of football players are 2-star athletes in track and field and stuff like that.
A lot of college people definitely
college do it. Yep.
Because they have time. They have time during college, because when their college season extends to, I think it's the first week of June. Even though they're out of college and they're still running, at least they're not studying and they have the time to go do this.
Yep, absolutely.
Baseball and softball, same thing. A lot of people have already been coming home from college, but you know what? They're still out there. They don't have to worry about studying. Now they can worry about playing their sport now the rest of the way before they can go back and go home for the summer.
Yeah. These are fully trained athletes, Coachy. They're not me and you who can't probably get up to only a couple inches off the ground. We're not winning any medals.
No, no, I am going back to the gym next month. I can tell you that right now. I am going back in June. That's definite. I've already made that decision 2 weeks ago, so I am going back.
Yeah, lose some of that weight that you put on.
Yeah, I know. It's going to start slowly, but it will get there.
Yep. All right. That's pretty much.
Now we need to stay in the NFL about the schedule.
Yep.
So for the Patriots, the schedule's out. Week 1, we start with Miami again. How do we stack against Miami? Miami's going to step down in the quarterbacks, I think.
Yeah, with another rookie quarterback throwing out there
coming up.
It's his year and a half coming up. He wasn't fully in there.
No.
As the full starter. Tula was not. But it's a 425 start for the season. That's shocking to have a 425.
Yeah, me too. I fear we play at 1:00 right off the bat.
I thought so too, especially Miami at 425. But they want to see some hype about the game. They want to see Cam Newton, see how he does. Bill Belichick, see how he coaches, and just to see I think that's the reason why they stuck it at 425. It is a pretty good game to watch, hopefully, in the beginning.
We have new weapons. Don't forget that.
We have tons of new weapons. But if you take a look at week 4 for the Patriots.
Well, before we worry about week 4, week 3 opponent isn't easy either.
Oh, that's the New Orleans Saints versus.
Yeah, I know. Both games for the NFC South will be played at New England for weeks 3 and 4. We are home 3 of the first 4 weeks.
Yep. And
New Orleans, I don't know I haven't heard really who's going to be the starting quarterback. They still have Alvin Kamara, who can still run pretty good, despite he did get banged up at the end of the season.
Yep.
They do have a couple. Michael Thomas is a good weapon, even though he was hurt most of the season.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a much different New Orleans team this year, definitely, that Drew Brees is retired.
And good luck for Drew Brees. Is he doing CBS?
Nope, NBC. He's
NBC?
some Sunday Night Football, and he's going to be the analyst for Notre Dame football. I did find that out.
Oh, okay. So
he's going to be busy right off the bat, but he's enjoying retirement life right now already.
Well, hopefully he's enjoying that stuff. I was kind of hoping he'd take over for Tony Romo and get him out of there. But
No, unfortunately not. Romo signed a multi-contract extension, so that's why.
Romo.
Yeah, well, don't be impressed, but
I'm not impressed.
But yeah, now we're talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now at New England on Sunday night. Why am I not surprised?
Sunday night, yeah. Oh yeah.
The whole hype of this game is, how many Patriot fans are going to take this real well when Brady's playing at New England? To me, it's going to be another regular season game, and the goal is to make sure on
Tampa Bay.
Stop Tampa's offensive line. Don't let Curtis Godwin or Mike Evans get loose. Or, of course, Antonio Brown, even though he's in hot water right now.
No, Antonio Brown's not on the team.
No, he signed a 1-year contract again.
Oh, he is?
He did, yep.
Oh, he's back then.
No, unfortunately, but he's now being sued by somebody.
There you go.
From 2020. In fact, I'll pull it up. This just came up, I believe, today. Believe it or not.
Yeah, just today.
Yeah, it came up today. I said, oh, boy. You just signed a 1-year contract, and now what are you going to do?
You're getting sued.
Of course, naturally. Let's see. Yeah, I don't need about that. Okay, let's go to the NFL. Let's see. Okay, AB sued over moving truck altercation.
Moving truck. Okay.
Yeah, how nice.
How nice.
How nice you have to do something stupid like this. What a dope.
Yeah. I
told you, Joe, when the Patriots signed Brown to a 1-year deal, what a waste.
It was
I said it. One game, he didn't even make it. After he played that one game, he got in trouble again. That was it. Buccaneers, Antonio Brown sued for assault and battery after altercation with a moving truck driver. Oh, wonderful. Back in January of 2020. So this is when he wasn't even with Tampa Bay.
No.
The lawsuit was filed by the driver Anton Tumanov. Brown pleaded no contest in June to 1 felony burglary with battery charge and 2 lesser misdemeanor charges related to the incident. And now he's seeking more than $30,000 in damages.
Only $30,000?
Only $30,000.
Oh, geez, he should just pay him and go. Pay him and let him leave.
Yeah, he was met with resistance and violence along with refusal to pay. The suit says Tumanov suffered severe bodily injuries from mental anguish in the incident. And, of course, it's TMZ. What a surprise.
Yep, TMZ runs that story, yeah.
Yeah, we always know he has. So, but here's the thing. If you're Antonio Brown, you better get this done real quick and just
focus on football.
Make that lawsuit disappear and just pay the guy now, because if it goes to court and you lose and the NFL hears about it,
you may get suspended.
You may be suspended for a year next.
Yep.
Because he's getting up there in chances too.
Yeah, he is. But let's see what else on the Patriots schedule.
But back to Tampa Bay. It's good. It will be hard a little bit. I mean, we've had worse. Remember when Bledsoe played against the Patriots?
Yeah.
I was thinking of him like, Rudon's like, good luck to you, but same thing with Brady. We just got to make sure we do not let him run around loose. He may be in his 40s, but he can't. Even though
he can still play.
He can still play. He can't chuck the ball as far, but close enough.
Yeah.
He can still make plays out of it. So I'm hoping it's going to be a good game, and I hope I know what the fans are going to be. I'm going to say right now, it's going to be a mixed reaction. I don't see all yays or all boos.
Yeah, I don't see that too. I say 50-50.
It's going to be a 50-50 mixed reaction. A lot of people are going to be wearing Tom Brady Tampa Bay Buccaneer uniforms.
Yeah. Half
Definitely.
split down the middle. Yep.
Yeah, split hairs.
But what else does the Patriots have? The Patriots schedule, looking at it,
We have Carolina and we have Atlanta too, by the way. Carolina,
is Carolina week 9.
Already. I can definitely see them beating Carolina.
Yep.
Atlanta, Matt Ryan's almost at the end of his career now.
I can see him beating Atlanta.
Yeah, me too. Atlanta. They're trying to trade Julio Jones now, I believe.
To New England.
No,
That'd be awesome.
That would be nice, Joe, but I don't think it's going to happen because remember, Julio Jones has got ankle problems now.
Well, different team, maybe his ankle problems go away.
Yeah, I know, but I don't see it being very safe out there with him right now. So,
Yeah. One good thing about the Patriots schedule, we don't see Buffalo until like week 13. That's in our own division.
Yeah, maybe by then Stephon Diggs is aggravated and frustrated.
Maybe, and maybe Josh Allen's not fully healthy or anything like that. That's a good time to see him, especially at Buffalo, week 13. And then we get a nice bye at the end of the season. That's a pretty good bye. Week 14.
So our bye is week 14.
Week 14. Yep.
Wow, that's a long wait for a bye.
That's a long wait, but let's see. Patriots get 13 games in before a bye. Maybe we're what? I say 10, maybe 9-4.
We're 8-5. I'll go 9-4.
9-4, something like that. And then after the bye, we have Indianapolis, Buffalo, Jacksonville, and Miami. That's a good thing to finish up on. I mean, only Buffalo's the hardest team there. Jacksonville is going to have a nice rookie quarterback, depending on how well he's doing. But maybe after 9-4, going another 3 wins, 12-5. 12-5 for the Patriots. That's a playoff team. That's
That's about right.
I say 12-5.
Yeah, I could say a 12-5 or 11-6.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
That's making into the playoffs. That's at least first wild card.
Yup, that is true.
Yeah,
absolutely. But yeah, I will have to look at more of the Patriots schedule. I'm not on that road yet. I'm already thinking how to take care of the Miami Dolphins because wide receivers are good, not the running game. I think the running game, they took a step back too.
Yep, but I know we have to get through all these weeks, but my prediction, nice 12-5 record. Nice.
The only person we really lost was Del McCourty to Miami, and I don't know what's going on with his brother Jason McCourty. Did he retire? Jason McCourty did?
I haven't heard anything about that, but hopefully he hasn't because McCourty.
Because I know his brother Del McCourty did.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, he left for Miami.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to look this up, of course. All right, we're doing
yep.
Good show here. Oh, no. I want Del McCourty, the Patriots, not Del McCourty, the musician. Holy crap.
You got the musician.
Yeah, no, instead I get a musician, an American bluegrass musician.
Okay. We're going to have to go fast on these schedules.
Okay. Yeah, Jason McCourty signing with the Dolphins.
Yep.
My bad. I'm trying to think he's got his brother, right? Yeah. Oh, Devin McCourty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Devin McCourty stay at New England?
He could have. I don't have the rosters up.
All right, wait. I'm looking right now, and I promise it's not another musician.
Magic on the wall.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, actually, wait a minute. Devin McCourty, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he's still with New England.
Yep, he's right here. He's on the defensive team. Yeah.
He's is he no, he's not a free agent.
Uh, no, he's not.
No. So don't be surprised if his brother winds up going.
Devin McCourty still has 11 years in the league.
Not to mention about Gronk, coming back to New England too.
What, Gronk?
Yeah, coming when he plays week 4 at New England.
Oh yeah.
That's another one.
Gronk's reaction, another 50-50. He did win 3 Super Bowls. Big parts of them were him. He made a nice catch and stuff like that, and was in a Super Bowl game to save it. He's another 50-50 on cheers.
It'll be another mixed reaction. So
yep.
But we'll talk more about the NFL schedule next week. We got
next time
on time. Let's see. Do we want to do basketball or do we want to do hockey next? Go ahead with basketball because you got the regular season coming to an end. So go ahead.
Okay, regular season basketball coming to the end. Celtics have lost 3 in a row, and they're holding on to the play-in game. I think they finished the season 7th in the league, and they're going to
fall further.
Well, I don't think they can fall any further. I think it's over.
Okay, so it's going to be
it's going to be 7 no matter what.
Okay, so you're not going to be playing an in game. Instead, you're going to be playing the number 2 seed.
Something like that. We're going to be playing this. Yeah, number 2 seed would be the Nets, probably.
Listen, you got a chance to beat the Nets, though. Remember, the Brooklyn Nets to me are still social media.
Yeah, but we won't have Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is injured. His arm is injured in a sling. He's not going to be back for 3 months, so he's out of the playoff picture.
Okay. The only way he'd come back is if it was if they made the NBA Finals, no, that wouldn't help either.
No, that wouldn't. So he's done for the season. He's done. And that's a shame, not having that 1-2 punch of Jaylen Brown and Tatum. That's going to be hard for Boston. And this is going to be probably a quick, easy in and out of the playoffs for Boston.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's 4 out of 7. That's right. You're not
4 out of 7. Yeah.
You're not in game. You're playing the actual 4 out of 7.
Yeah. So,
okay.
It's going to be like that. So, Celtics season. After this, we're going to have to think about Brad Stevens.
No, I don't see him leaving this year because he's under contract. But next year, yeah, I think it's going to be hot seat season for him.
Yeah, so
it's definitely going to happen that way. But,
yeah,
as the teams are gelling, I hear the Washington Wizards can actually clinch a play-in game spot tonight if they beat Cleveland.
Yep, they can. They're playing for that play-in game.
Yeah, and congratulations, he broke the triple-double record.
Yeah, Westbrook broke that.
Yeah, he broke Oscar Robertson's record.
Yeah.
For 182 games. And I guess they're naming an award after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
They are? That's good. That's nice.
Yeah, they announced that. They announced that last night.
They should do that. They should, Kareem.
And after naming after him, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou Alcindor was one of the best hook shots.
Actually had the best hook shot. Still the all-time leading scorer in the NBA.
You couldn't miss a beat on his hook. About 9 times out of 10, he got the hook shot in.
Yep, he did. And the Knicks are probably holding on to that 4th seed. I think they'll get it. Which is
good for home court for the first round.
Yep. So I forgot who's underneath them that they will be playing, but we'll see.
Hold on. I'm on it now.
Okay.
I can do this right now because
But the Knicks being a nice young team, home court advantage will be nice for them in the first round.
Yep, absolutely.
So that'll give them a lot more confidence and a big boost.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
hopefully they do well.
Yep. Let me see. What else am I reading? Oh, of course, LaFleur wants Aaron Rodgers back in the worst way. We won't discuss that this week.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, we're gonna have to discuss
Don't
that.
have time for it. No, we'll get to that debate next week. No, not this episode. Sorry, folks.
Sorry, folks, on that one, but
yeah, no. If we talk about it, that may take the rest of our show.
Yeah.
Actually, right now the Knicks are seeded number 6.
Oh, 6? They've dropped a couple games.
Well, they're a half game back of number 4, so that means right now they would be facing the
New Jersey Nets,
Bucks. No,
Milwaukee Bucks.
As of right now, the Celtics are in a play down 2 out of 3 miniseries.
Yeah.
Now. So you'd be facing the Washington Wizards. You win that series, you're more than likely going to face the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
No, it's not good. And then the other conference right now, the Lakers really don't want to have to do a play down game, but there's a possibility. Actually, they're in the playoffs, but they can catch the Trailblazers, I think. Yeah, they can.
Yeah, the Trailblazers beat them a couple days ago,
yeah.
So they hold the tie. If they tie, they don't.
Yeah, the Lakers could catch number 5 also.
Yep.
So, but next week you start talking about the NBA playoffs and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
we will.
Let me see. Wait a minute. What is this? All right. Yeah, I got to get ready for my hockey segment, but I have to see something real quick before I do that because something just
popped up.
Yeah, something just popped up. Oh, well, wait. There won't be any.
Are we actually on TV right now?
Yeah, I actually popped up on our TV screen right now. I don't have the Red Sox game on right now at the moment.
Oh, we're actually on Nutmeg television.
Yeah, we are on Nutmeg right now. Yeah.
What show are they playing?
It's definitely a nighttime version because it's dark. It was dark outside my window.
It was dark outside.
Yeah, that's when I was wearing my wonderful long sleeve shirt. So that was probably season 1 smacked in the middle. So probably back in maybe January. I don't know.
Holy crap!
If I had to guess. So
okay, so they're playing in January stuff.
All right, I better get to this hockey thing.
You got the rest of the show to go for your hockey thing.
Okay. Well, what do we got? 10 minutes.
We got 8 minutes.
Okay. All right. So this is my first thing. Today, this morning, or 2 things that popped up this morning. The NHL wants the coronavirus-related Canada border answer for Stanley Cup playoffs by June 1st. This is about the first sport that is actually putting pressure on the Canadian border.
Yep.
Says the NHL has told the Canadian government that it needs an answer on the Stanley Cup playoffs coronavirus-related border travel issue by June 1st. The conversations are ongoing. We've told them we really need to know by the end of the first round, which, by the way, starts Saturday night. And that this is around June 1st. That's pretty much the date that we talked to them about, saying we have to know one way or the other. According to Steve Mayer, the NHL chief content officer, the first 2 rounds of the playoffs are played within each of the 4 realigned divisions created for this season, including all Canadian North Division. But in the 3rd round, the final 4 teams play each other. Currently, U.S. teams would be prohibited from playing in Canada without mandatory quarantines. That would be impossible, blah, 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 within the postseason calendar. The lone Canadian team remaining would either travel back and forth across the border against a U.S. opponent in the semifinals, or instead of playing its home games in Canada, they would be housed in a U.S.-based arena for the semifinals and the finals. Basically, they'll be camping in a tent.
Okay.
That's my guess. The last conversation gave a list of questions. Yeah. So the problem is right now, you got to remember the U.S. teams have been able to have fans in their buildings. Canada has still not.
Yeah. Okay.
And from what the understanding is, it could be very interesting how this is going to work. If they do not get an answer by June 1st, there's an outside chance we may be back in a bubble again for one of these teams to travel up there, but it would be unfair because it's not like last year you had a playoff bubble and you only played in 2 cities. Okay, this is much more different, and this can't really happen because, as I said today, and my family said it best too, maybe you don't have a Stanley Cup winner, and what you do for the U.S. teams is you give one team the Eastern, well, you give them the Clarence Campbell Trophy for the West and the Prince of Wales Conference Trophy in the East, and you don't reward a Stanley Cup this year if Canada can't travel for the semifinals or the last match, and it would only be fair.
All right, that sounds very hectic.
How else can you describe it? I mean, I posted this on my Facebook, but it's getting crunch time. I mean, they have not opened the border. I think we're now a year and a half now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It's getting to a point where you need to start answering questions, unfortunately. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand Canada is still not really vaccinated. We've been vaccinated more better than up there, unfortunately.
Yes, we are. We're doing okay.
They're also saying the NHL no conference championship trophies in 2021. That means there won't be any. Yeah, so that means this year they're not going to be they're not going to be handing the trophies out this year.
What?
Which is interesting. No, they're not going to bring out the West Trophy and the East Trophy this year.
So you win something without a trophy?
For the going to the Stanley Cup Finals, yeah. Instead, you just get to shake hands and then that's it. You leave the ice.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I think that's
yeah, that's kind of crappy.
You did that during the bubble. Why are you going to do this now?
Yeah. The trophies really don't carry any disease or anything. Spray it down before hand it to somebody with some Lysol.
They were
hand out the trophies.
Yeah, they were considering this year to give the Wales and Campbell trophies to the division winners who finished 1 and 2. Okay, and now they've decided not to hand them out at all. There's going to be things.
Right.
Yeah, that's why this has been a wacko sports year this year again.
So they're just gonna hand people trophies without a playoff?
I don't know. I guess they're going to hand the Stanley Cup out, but that's it. They're not going to. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, you're going to have to keep an eye on the NBA if they're going to allow. If they're going to do the trophies. Watch, they will.
Yeah,
but,
I'm pretty sure they will. They'll hand the East Trophy and the West Trophy out, and then the trophy at the end.
Yeah, but. No,
I mean, they did it last year with the Lakers. They gave them the trophy.
Yeah, they gave them the chance. Yeah, they did the same thing when Tampa Bay and Dallas got their trophies, and now this year you don't really want to share it with them. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Hand out the trophy.
Don't make hockey make it more worse than you have to. We've behaved for the most part. Of course, what could go wrong if one team gets zonked during the playoffs and we got to take a pause.
Yeah, that could happen.
There's an outside chance. It's not as bad as it was last year. Well, last year we made it through. That was in a bubble, but I'll see how it goes. But yes, the Stanley Cup playoffs do start Saturday night with Boston and Washington. There is still regular season games to finish up in Canada. They will start their playoff on the 19th.
Okay.
They're even throwing hockey games. How do I say this? Yeah, they're throwing a hockey game on at 10:30 to avoid conflict with the TV ratings, and then they're playing the other games that don't mean anything in the afternoon before the playoffs go at night. That's for all. 3-hour time difference. What do? You're gonna have to watch the game at work on your TV or on the radio or on your phone at 12:30 Pacific time when the game's at 3:30 locally here.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I know.
You're really not going to watch too many games.
No, Joe. There's even a game tonight. I'm not even Toronto, Winnipeg. No, just as long as nobody gets hurt.
Well, it is Friday, so you can stay up for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the game's at 8:00. So, but. All right, we got a couple minutes left.
We got about 2 minutes left.
2 minutes. Real quick, a couple words on the Red Sox and Yankees right now. At the Red Sox, we are struggling a little bit, but we knew we were going to run into some tough challenges this week. Oakland, we lost 2 out of 3. Thank goodness we won the other night, and now we have a 3-game series with the Angels. Just be consistent. Don't do anything overkill. Don't go do anything crazy.
Yankees actually won over a series at Tampa Bay. We took 2 out of 3 for them. We suffered a 1-9 loss last night. I mean, the Yankees since Detroit have actually looked pretty good. Stanton's actually hitting. Cole looks awesome. Cole's always awesome.
Judge has improved a little bit, I saw.
Yep, Judge has been hitting home runs. He's been actually hitting singles, doubles, spreading the ball around, getting his stroke back. Sanchez is Sanchez. I think he needs to go bye-bye. But
listen, he's a free agent at the end of the year, I think. So you can get rid of him after that. Just don't trade him unless you can find the
trade. If you can find a nice, decent third starter for Sanchez, you trade him.
Yep.
And that's just because
absolutely.
But beside that, the Yankees have been doing well. The Mets are still at 500. They're still, lollygagging around, not making them too much push.
Nope.
And everything else. Baseball is back here in Connecticut. All 3.
Yes, Hartford Yard Goats won their opener 8-4. I saw that. Nicely done.
Yeah, nicely done. The Bees, I forgot their score, but they're back.
Yep. Bristol Blues are coming soon, about another month.
Yep. Bristol Blues will be back.
Just waiting for the rules of the guidelines and all that, and how many people can go to start of the season as it improves later on.
But
but that,
other than that, that's our show.
That's our show. Yeah, and just make sure everybody, the mask rule date is coming next week, but be prepared to wear your mask still in the store, even though they're saying you can take it off if you're vaccinated. Some of the stores and companies still require.
I would still wear my mask for another year
I'll
or
wear
so.
Mine the rest of the school season, definitely, because the kids are not fully vaccinated.
Kids aren't fully vaccinated. You don't know who's been vaccinated. You don't know people like that. But just be careful out there, guys. Be careful.
That's why I still
Stay
gotta wear
safe.
the mask for the school stuff for the next couple weeks.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, for the next month. So
okay. This has been the Sportsman Show, Season 2, number 43. And I've been Joe Musil.
Our names. We're used to it.
We're used to it. Hopefully we're on air. Hopefully this newer episode has been we'll go on. And
listen, Nutmeg TV, please put our episodes on. We're not ready to take another pause again.
We're not ready to take a pause. We don't want to stop. Actually call up Nutmeg Television. Tell them put on newer episodes.
I mean, Joe can do all the editing, but he's not the one who can put the episodes online and continue to watch our shows on TV. I had to keep an eye on the background of what was going on about what memory episode we were at that point.
Yep. Okay.
All right, folks.
Hello, folks.
Have a good week. See you next week.
Bye. Yep. Bye.